Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a crazy show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So I saw something yesterday that really stunned me, but first let's get into the game. As you guys know, Lebron was going back to Cleveland, and there was this kind of storyline around, oh, is this going to be his last time in Cleveland, and blah, 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 blah. And this and this and this and this and this and that, right? And it's just funny how the stories came about him potentially going to Cleveland. We did a live about it early in the day, and then all of a sudden, there's this like kind of LeBron Cleveland thing, and you know, in the air, right? In the air, and I'm like, that's a coincidence. Wink, wink. But I'd been one of the people that has always said LeBron should go back to Cleveland. In fact, yesterday I said he should go back to Cleveland in terms of ending his career because he would get the most love there. As you saw last night, they did the tribute and all of that. He cried. Some people said he wasn't crying. Some people said he did cry. Whatever it is, let's just say he cried, right? Because he's home, right? And the love that Cleveland gave him is not the same love LA is going to give him. The send-off LA is going to give him is not the send-off Cleveland can give. It's a totally because you're at home, right? And those people accept you for who you are, good and the bad. Whereas in Lakerland, it's a totally different thing. But anyway, going into the game, one thought it would have been a little bit more competitive. It looked competitive at one point. But after a while, the Lakers just ended up getting the doors blown off of them by 30 points. If I look at the box score here, LeBron had 11, 6 turnovers, plus minus of 23, 30% shooting from the field. Jake LaRavia had 6. DeAndre Ayton, of course, a non-factor as always, 10 and 4. Nothing, no one is surprised by that. Marcus Smart had 2 points. Luka had 29 points, but of course he was right there with LeBron in terms of a minus 23. Not sure exactly how. Maybe it was his defense. So they didn't play well. On the other hand, the Cavs played pretty well. They had a very balanced attack. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in double digits. So they blew the doors off of them, right? But that's not the part that's making headlines. The part that's making headlines is what took place after the game. Because everyone had been talking, LeBron go back to Cleveland. It's the last game in Cleveland. So there's all of this excitement around LeBron. And in a post-game conference, or excuse me, post-game when they were interviewing Donovan Mitchell, this particular Cavs player, what's his name, Jalen Tyson, as they're talking about, LeBron should come back and this and this and this and this and this and that, whatever. Son absolutely disrespects the hell out of LeBron James on live TV, and I was like, bro, did he just do this? Even Donovan Mitchell was like, damn, like, bro, what are you doing here, right? So for those of you who didn't hear his comments, want to play it for you now, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to his comments here.
Donovan, he wants Jalen Tyson in here. I actually wanted to talk about you two actually in a moment, but you guys are now 10 and 4. In January, won 5 in a row. We talked in this very same setting not too long ago about you guys need to turn it on. You're here now. You guys are feeling better. What's been the difference?
Just our intensity level on both ends of the floor. Not getting too high, not getting too low. Starting the games up strong, even when we don't. Right, like find a way to be connected, be together. And then this guy's been phenomenal. Obviously Evan being out, it's gonna be a lot more required on the both of us. So we're ready to step up, and everybody did their job tonight.
So Kenny Atkinson told us pregame, Jalen, about how you guys have created an incredible connection, and he's been so helpful, kind of helping you along, and you've been helpful in games with him. What is this connection like with you and Don?
I mean, to be honest with you, he's a great player, so it's easy to play off him. I just read off him, and then he makes the right read every time. And then, yeah.
Now, Donovan, last one for you. Obviously, there's a different energy in this building when the James family's here. We saw how the fans reacted to Bronny, and certainly this could be potentially LeBron's last game in this building. How would you characterize his impact on this city and franchise? Well, you could say something too.
This is Donovan Mitchell City now. When he come back here, we're going to make sure that everybody root for him like they did for him. So this is his stuff. This is his city.
Yes, sir, Jalen. Donovan, do you have any thoughts on both?
As much as I appreciate that, at the end of the day, he's laid the foundation, right? Like they've done a lot for the city being from here. Obviously we want to replicate that. You know what I'm saying? So he deserves the energy that he's got here. At the end of the day, first title in 50-something years. For us, we're trying to do it obviously differently, but like at the end of the day, we're trying to find ways to go out there and bring a city another championship. But when you have support like that, you know what I mean, from your teammates, man, it means the world.
Yeah, it's certainly a great connection between you guys right now and this team right now. Donovan, congratulations.
So you heard what he had to say. Let me tell y'all, when I first heard that, I said that's disrespectful. Like, that's disrespectful, bro. Right. Those comments were disrespect. That's disrespect. That's disrespect. Right? It's disrespect. Period. End of story. And a lot of people were saying this all over the internet. So I was a bit surprised actually when I later on saw that he put out an apology in the post-game conference because someone got to him. Maybe the NBA, maybe Nike, maybe the Cavaliers. Somebody got to him and said, "Bro, that's a no-no." But before we get into his apology, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week I'm really looking forward to some of these upcoming games. This week I'm picking Stephen Curry for more than 29 points. I'm picking Kevin Durant for more than 27 points. I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds. And I'm picking Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to play his apology quickly. I think it's like a 20-second, 30-second clip. Then we come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to that there.
There was no disrespect there. I didn't want to disrespect or step on nobody's toes. Like, that's one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Obviously, I was a Cavs fan growing up because of him, right? I didn't want to take away him, but I just wanted to give Don his flowers. That was my biggest goal in it. And if I offended anybody or anybody got mad about it, I'm sorry. I take personal responsibility, but I just want to give the man his flowers because we want to do the same thing that Bron and them did here. We want to do that with him as our leader.
So you heard what he had to say. What are my thoughts about this? I got a few. First thought is this is what happens when you don't build a home anywhere. This is what happens when you're a mercenary. When you go from team to team to team, you have no place to call your home. You have no place to call your home. So, like, they're like, nah, it's Donovan Mitchell City. That's crazy. Number one. Number two, that was extreme disrespect, bro. That's extremely, extremely, extremely disrespectful, bro. And my thing is, like, you would think that LeBron in year 23 would be more respected, but he's not. And this is just another example. We're not even going to bring up Dylan Brooks and all the other. I'm like, yo, there's no respect here. Where's the respect? I'm talking about from players. That is crazy to me. In Cleveland, it's like, nah, don't come back. What? If I'm LeBron, I'm feeling the kind of way about it. I'm feeling some kind of way about those comments. You heard? I'm feeling the type of way about it. I'm feeling the type of way about it. Like, though, that was disrespect. Nah, this is Donovan Mitchell City. Blah, blah. Like, yo, we good. Nah, he can stay over there. We good. What? That's crazy to me. Even Kobe's last year, man, nobody was talking nothing to Kobe. Nobody was trash talking Kobe. Nobody, even when they knew he was a much lesser version of himself after the Achilles and the shoulder and all that stuff, nobody was talking, disrespecting Kobe. Like, nobody. Do you know what it was? Everybody was asking Kobe for signing shoes and like, bro, it was. That's wild disrespectful, bro. It's one thing you say, oh man, them LeBron haters. This is not a LeBron hater. This is a player on the Cavs saying this. The level of disrespect there was incredible, bro. the level of disrespect was insane. These dudes, like, don't they respect him? You would have thought LeBron would have got in Cleveland. So I think Nike or the NBA somebody got to him. And somebody needed to get to him because those comments were not going to work out. Because if there is some truth to the fact that LeBron could come back next year and go to the Cavs this summer, rather, nah, this ain't going to work, bro. Them comments is not going to work. That was disrespectful. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments. And we catch you all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.